What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Georgia versus Xavier college basketball matchup going down Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between Georgia and Xavier. Georgia coming in, obviously, out of the SEC. 17-16 on the year, while Xavier was 16-17. And this is an interesting matchup for the first round of the NIT, because two teams that I definitely would not have pegged to be in this tournament. Georgia, they had an above 500 season, but still were one of the worst teams in the SEC in my eyes. Xavier, on the other hand, below 500 as well, and they kind of got run out of the gym in a lot of spots in Big East play, but they did finish close to 500 in Big East play, so maybe Xavier, I understand, but this Georgia team under Mike White, started the season well, and maybe it's because of the non-conference that Georgia had. They got the invite here. I mean, they did beat Florida State on the road. They beat Wake Forest at home. A Wake Forest team that's top 30, just outside the top 30 in the Ken Palm rankings. Lost on a neutral floor to Miami and Providence. They battled Georgia Tech. They had a couple nice SEC wins as well over teams like South Carolina, Ole Miss. But for the most part, this Georgia team was not very good. And near the end of the season, or at least from, I'd say, the end of January on, this Georgia team looked like the Georgia Bulldogs of old. And that's not a good thing when you consider the state of where this Georgia Bulldogs program's been at the last few years. I mean, in the first year of the Mike White era, they were 500 with 6 conference wins, just like they were this season, close to 500 with 6 conference wins. But in the Tom Crean era, this Georgia team was a laughing stock for the better part of it. I mean, in the last year under Crean, they finished 6-26 and 1-17 in conference. In year one under Crean, they were 11-21 and 2-16 in conference play. So the Georgia Bulldogs just have not been a basketball school. It's been a football school for years now, and I think it's particularly evident of that. But like I said, you can't take away some of the wins that Georgia had. Now on the other side, you got Xavier, who were banged up from the beginning. They were expecting to have guys like Zach Fremantle in the lineup, but hurt his leg before the season started, and immediately put Xavier behind the 8 ball because they were missing some of their best players from that point on. And like I said, they were just extremely banged up and just never really got their feet underneath them. They were inconsistent out of conference. They had losses to Houston, but they also had losses, Houston and Purdue, but also losses to Delaware and Oakland. And, they beat Robert Morris, Jacksonville, Bryant. Cincinnati was a nice one. Winthrop. But, yeah, they were inconsistent in conference play as well. This team was very, very streaky. They only didn't string together back-to-back wins or losses one time, and that was at the beginning of conference play. After that, they had back-to-back wins, back-to-back losses, 3 straight wins, 2 straight losses, 3 straight wins. So they were, again, very streaky. But I think that coming into this tournament, Xavier's a team I feel a little bit more comfortable with. I mean, I think that they're the better team on both ends of the floor from an efficiency standpoint. Our Xavier's percentages shooting lighting the world on fire? No, but neither are Georgia's. And for my money, if I'm backing an underdog in any sort of tournament like this, I want the team's going to be able to hit their free throws, and Xavier is the better free throw shooting team in the country, and that they don't give up a ton of free throws as well. So I'm going to go with Xavier here, plus the 1.5. I'm all about fading Mike White. I'm all about fading the Georgia Bulldogs. So give me Xavier, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.